y'all, let's make shrimp and grits. Okay, we're gonna start our shrimp and grits with 1 small onion minced, a minced bell pepper, and I'm gonna do 4 cloves of garlic. I'm also gonna chop up a few pieces of bacon. And then I've already minced up for garnish later, we're not gonna cook with it, a few green onions. Okay, next we're gonna chop up 4 pieces of bacon. Okay, now that we have all of our ingredients together, we're gonna start by frying up our bacon. We're gonna cook down our minced vegetables, and then we're gonna go ahead and sear off 1 pound of drained, deveined, and cleaned and dried Gulf shrimp. So let's go ahead and move over and we'll get this put together. This is a super quick weeknight dinner. It takes about 20 minutes to put it all together, start to finish. We're gonna start by heating up our pan, and then back here in my stock pot, I have 2 cups of chicken broth, and I'm gonna go ahead and start bringing that to a boil. Okay, once our pan is heated up, we're gonna go ahead and put our bacon in, and we're gonna get this nice and crisped up. Now that our chicken broth has come to a boil, we're gonna add 1 cup of grits. I like these yellow stone ground grits the best. These are from Bob's Red Mill, and they have them labeled as polenta. So we're gonna do 1 cup of that, and we're gonna go ahead and get this mixed in. Now I'm gonna put the lid on, and I'm gonna reduce this all the way to low. We're just gonna let that cook. They should be done in about 5 minutes. Okay, now that our bacon is getting nice and crispy, we're gonna go ahead and add in all of our minced vegetables. We're gonna let this cook down until the onions are completely translucent and the peppers are cooked all the way through, and then I'm gonna start adding in our seasonings. Okay, while this is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start seasoning up our shrimp. I'm gonna use a Cajun seasoning. Today I'm using kilos. I'm gonna go ahead and give these a stir, and we'll leave these right here until we're ready for them. These vegetables and bacon are smelling so delicious. We're about halfway done cooking these down. Okay, since our vegetables are almost done cooking down, we are gonna go ahead and add some Cajun seasoning to this. Let's give that a mix. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is, I'm not taking these out of the pan because this pan is big enough. If you're working with a smaller pan, you can go ahead and remove these if you want to, but I'm just gonna swoosh these over to the side and get our shrimp started. And I am gonna put a little bit of avocado oil on this side. We do have some oil in the pan, but I don't know that it's quite enough. Just a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and put our shrimp. It is important that your shrimp are dried off. If they're not, they're just gonna boil. So in order to get a nice sear, you wanna make sure your pan is hot, your oil is hot, and your shrimp are dry. Let's go ahead and spread these out in here in a single layer. And you do want to make sure that they are in a single layer and that they have room to cook. That's why I was saying, if your pan's not quite big enough, go ahead and take your vegetables out and give these shrimp a spot to cook, and then you can put them back in. We're gonna let these cook for about 2 minutes on this side, and then we're gonna go through and flip all of them over. And you'll see that they're gonna start to turn pink about midway through, and that's when you know also that they're gonna be ready to flip. Shrimp do not take a long time to cook, so you don't want to overcook your shrimp. About 2 minutes on each side is all that they're going to take. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start flipping these over. Okay, and one thing you want to look for, you can see in this shrimp, see how it's slightly translucent looking right here in the middle? It's not done yet. As soon as it turns opaque and you can see that it's nice and white, pink color, then that's when they're done. These are just about there. Okay, so once these are just about done, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start mixing this all together. We're gonna give these just one more second, and then we're gonna cut our heat. Let's go ahead and turn the heat off of this and off of our grits. We're gonna go ahead and take the lid off of this. You can see they're looking great. We're gonna give these a stir, and we're gonna go ahead and pour into here a half a cup of heavy cream. And we're gonna give these a mix. I'm gonna let these sit for just a second. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna give them a couple cracks of salt, not too much because I do have some in the chicken broth, and then a couple cracks of black pepper. I'm gonna let all of that broth and cream finish absorbing, and then we're gonna fix our plate. Okay, let's go ahead and get our grits. Good, and then now we're gonna come and take a nice big scoop of our shrimp. We're just gonna take some green onions and we're gonna finish that off. And there you go. I hope you guys love this dish. Like I said, it takes about 20 minutes start to finish. I usually pair this with some green beans or some Brussels sprouts, something like that. But this is such a great meal all by itself too. I hope you guys love this. Thank you.